And without further ado, I'll start sharing. Can everyone still see that?
All good.
Brilliant. So welcome to today's webinar on how to unleash the power of Sterling Intelligent Promising. My name is Wendy Hopkins. I'm the partner manager for Couva Consulting in the UK, and I'll be your host today. Please feel welcome to post questions during the session into the comments field on the right hand side of your screen, and we'll do our best to answer them during the session. So today we're going to take you through an introduction to Sterling Intelligent Promising, talk about the omni-channel trends and opportunities, the complex challenges and variables that drive promising, and how this solution can ease out these complexities. We're then going to discuss the key features and benefits and show a short demonstration, and then finally we'll open up the floor for Q&A at the end. So first to present this morning is David Hogg, the IBM Sterling Supply Chain Leader for EMEA, followed by Krishna Raj Kodoth, Director of Business Development for Couva Consulting. So without further ado, I'd like to now hand over and introduce you to David Hogg to kickstart the event. Thanks, David.
Thank you very much, Wendy. So let's take a little reflection on why we think this technology is important and why our customers and our clients using order management, or indeed looking to get better in their omni-channel delivery to shoppers, why we think this technology is a significant advantage. Well, the reason we developed it actually is because retailers, generally speaking, these days are looking to drive a better experience for the shoppers. And one of those experiences that shoppers really like is to get a better understanding of the availability of product they're looking at. So we've been historically very good at giving optimization and efficiency gains around fulfilling orders after orders are placed. Now we're bringing some of that technology and capability to a position before the buy button, before the shoppers say, yeah, I'm going to buy now, because they want to know where they can get it from, when they can get it, how it's going to be delivered to them, and basically just give a better promise from the retailer to the shopper. And why would the retailer do that? Not only just because of a better shopper experience, but because there's actually demonstrable value in investing in this technology and making it work for the organization. I'll give you a couple of use cases in a minute, but in summary, the benefits, the gains for the retailer are shown on this particular slide. We can see that giving a better promise does drive better conversion rates. So those shoppers who browse, when they see that they can get the product in a reasonable time frame from a particular place, they can pick it up, or it's delivered to home in line with when they want it, in line with when there's a birthday coming, or it's to be a present, or they need it for whatever reason in the home. That ability to provide an arrival date at home is significant, and that does drive conversion rates. And we see that actually gives between 1 to 3% increase in online sales, which is quite significant for online retailers. And that information can be shared across the product listing and the product detail pages. And Krishna will show some examples of that later. Secondly, for retailers who do this well, then they don't have to hold inventory just in case and push inventory to places where it's not moved much, or it's actually not in the right place at the right time. So with that better way of looking at the inventory stockpile across their entire ecosystem, they can reduce the overall inventory holding costs anywhere between 3 to 7%, and reducing this excess inventory that might be in their overall network. And as a consequence of that, of course, reduce the working capital that's tied up in inventory. So doing a better job on promising does release money back into the business that they can use elsewhere. And finally, there's a potential reduction in shipping costs. If you can do a better job on making a better promise and then keeping that promise, then you can reduce shipping costs and reducing things like split shipments and so on, anywhere between 6 to 12% in our experience so far. So these are the reasons why this technology is valuable. So let's just move on with the next slide to a couple of cases that just illustrate the point. So this is one of our customers in the US. This is Ulta Beauty. Thank you. Which has been driving some omni-channel excellence, I would say. They do have around about now 1,300 stores. When we started working with them, there were about 1,000 stores. They've got, as you can see, many products to offer. 31 million inventoried items across their entire store and warehouse network. What was driving their ambition here was to do a better job on promising. They found that they could only surface to the shopper an estimate based upon historical information, wasn't real-time information. So now they can give real-time information across that entire network. They use some capabilities around distribution groups to understand what that network would be that can service a shopper like Wendy, who's sitting in a particular place in the country. And with that, then provide an accurate picture within, let's say, between 100 and 200 milliseconds. So that real-time picture is vitally important for this very fast-moving organization that does hundreds of millions of orders per year online. Very significant part of their business. So just moving to the next case, Birkenstock had similar issues. They wanted to make sure that they could provide a really good promise. They didn't, at that moment in time when we started working with them, have the ability to have a real-time promise. So we enabled that real-time promising, and we enabled that real-time promising also across their store network. And one thing they commented on initially was the ability to reduce over-promising. So previously, they might say, well, here's a product that's for sale, but because of our historical information, it was maybe yesterday's information or the day before, they were overselling particular products, particularly new fashionable items that were hot in the market. So that over-promising was painful. They had to cancel orders. They had to apologize to the customer. They had to maybe expedite inventory across the network, all costing money. So that over-promising thing was a real pain for them. And they were able to remove that situation because of now better promising. And next slide, please. Another organization that did a lot of work, particularly around the pandemic, when people were coming online to buy and doing things like hair coloring at home and some DIY stuff like that. They had a really big uptick in their online performance. And they also wanted to do a better job of leveraging the stock they had in their stores and then switch on a better ship from store capability. So extending their warehouse network to be able to ship from store as well. And as a consequence, they were able to process over 2 million ship from store orders across a pool of around about 2,700 US stores. And that increased their speed to fulfill. So that business of speed, that business of availability was a very significant aspect for Sally Beauty's benefit of using this technology. So it gives you a flavor of what's possible and what some of these organizations have done to really enhance and drive forward their omnichannel experience and the better experience for the shopper. So now it's my pleasure to hand over to Krishna. He's just going to take you through what this solution looks like and how that enables these experiences. Over to you, Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David, for an insightful overview of Sterling Intelligent Promising and how it has helped retailers enhance the customer experiences from discovery to delivery. Customer expectations during this omni-channel buying journey are higher than ever. In fact, these expectations can be called the new shopper imperatives. This bubble up to 3 key items we want to target: certainty, choice, and transparency. Certainty, which is during the pre-purchase and the post-purchase journey. It can be tied to product availability, delivery estimates and actuals, as well as what happens after the delivery and how customer support will help resolve any issues. Then comes choice, and choice simply put down to when and how the shoppers can both buy and get their products, whether they have it delivered or picked up, and what their post-purchase service options are. Transparency rounds things out, and here we are talking about is a shopper having full clarity and end-to-end communication and transparency of the entire order journey until it gets into their hands. Next slide, please. So let's look at some of the ways shopper imperatives of certainty, choice, and transparency manifest at every single step of the journey, from inventory search or discovery through order and delivery and any post-order experiences that follow. So, for example, if you have shoppers that may want to be able to filter stores or filter products based on where they are, as well as what fulfillment method they prefer. They also may want at the cart or checkout phases some greater control in how they want items to be delivered and tell actually when you will deliver on. And lastly, on the post-order experience, you may want to see how, if things don't come, then what is the solution? What choices are offered for you to resolve things and get the best customer experience possible. One of the important things to keep in mind, all of the shoppers think of this as one singular flow. And these steps should not be siloed internally for you to provide seamless experience. So if they don't think of these as siloed tasks, then you shouldn't either. So our goal is to help online retailers turn shoppers into buyers and bridge the gap between buying and the getting process. Next slide, Wendy. So I just want to take this opportunity to level set with everyone what high level components that get into a promise. This funnel illustrates the key things that happen to reach a decision on when and where to source. Firstly, the entire pool of inventory and capacity and resources gets poured in. This pool is then segmented into how much is available to promise. Next is the process of taking the whole fulfillment options and filtering it down to a smaller subset of node candidates. This is where sourcing rules comes into play. Lastly, we must take the subset of node candidates and apply logic, constraints, or cost factors to make the best decision when a shopper can expect the purchase, some of which can be predictive. This is where scheduling optimization take effect. Here, we are just not talking inventory based lookup, adding lead time and calling that a promise. Many factors must come together to get to the right outcomes elegantly. Next slide, Wendy. Yeah, and so this is Sterling Intelligent Promising. So IBM have heard the pains from the market and have responded to create this product. This is intelligent, scalable, and accelerates your business. Sterling Intelligent Promising is a service that allows consumer-facing brands and retailers to leverage dynamic inventory, provide intelligent promising while optimizing fulfillment for profitability. So when we talk about dynamic inventory, this allows you to maximize inventory productivity by enabling enterprise-wide inventory to be made available to shoppers dynamically, personalized to their shopping preferences, be it the kind they care about or where they want to get those items, and then also configurable based on your business goals. In short, IBM Sterling Intelligent Promising enables make and manage accurate order promises to the customers across their order journey and optimize profitability by balancing competing business objectives while delivering the best customer experiences from discovery to delivery. It is intelligent because it uses real-time cost drivers. It also provides scalability that's essential for the business. It's built on a modern architecture, allowing you to optimize fulfillment decisions rapidly and tackle complex scenarios easily and manage peak demands. I would like to show how this looks like on a storefront. So let me share my screen. Wendy, can I share my screen now?
Yes, you can.
So let's see how a hypothetical storefront works without inventory promising. So here you see a hypothetical storefront. This does not have inventory promising system in the backend. Here, the PLP page, you can see the delivery date estimates, but it does not provide visibility and also shipping options to the customer. Even if you go to the product details page, the customer still does not have clarity on how and when the product will reach its doorstep. At the same time, if the shopper is looking for products to be available the next day, he is not presented with any of the option, and obviously that sale is lost from this website. Now let's see how IBM Sterling Intelligent Promising empowers retailers to provide accurate delivery date estimates, and how the whole customer experience can be enhanced by with IBM Intelligent Promising in the backend. So I will just enable Intelligent Promising now. So this is the same hypothetical e-commerce company using Intelligent Promising to help inventory management, fulfillment decision, and customer satisfaction. Here you will see in the new arrival section, each tile displays the order by date and time that corresponds to an estimated delivery date and time. An in-store pickup option is also clearly displayed here. Once you click on this and you go to the products details page, you will see a lot of delivery dates and pickup dates are also displayed to the customer. So you see that here. Then these dates are also not static. They are calculated based on a variety of factors, including real-time inventory, real-time labor capacity, processing time, carrier schedules, and many other location variables. So this gives shoppers a lot of options when he is planning to make this purchase. When a product is added to the cart, let me go to the cart. Here, the shopper can choose whether the product is to be delivered or picked up. And from here, throughout the customer journey, he will be presented with all the options and also the delivery dates at each and every step. Right? If he needs the product quickly delivered to his home, he can choose express delivery, or he by paying a little extra, or he can go with the standard option. But at each stage, you will see how the delivery date is still given to the customer, and customer has absolute clarity on when the product will be available to the customer. So as you see here, throughout the customer journey, the customer was presented with the various options for both pickup and delivery. And this is not just considering just the inventory, but also the real-time labor capacity, processing time, carrier schedules, and various other factors, including node capacity, etc. So now IBM is offering a 30-day free trial for customers who wants to try out Sterling Intelligent Promising. So I would request everyone in this call to subscribe to this free trial of Sterling Intelligent Promising to maximize inventory productivity, make and manage order promises, and optimize omni-channel profitability. So over to you, Wendy.
Thanks very much, Krishna. Thanks, David. Does anybody on the call have any questions about what's been presented today? Because there's nothing in the chat currently. Okay, great. I think we can end the session if there's no questions. Thanks again to Akuva and David. Oh, hold on, we do have a question. Apologies.
Yeah, I'll take that question. So the question was asked, so can Sterling Intelligent Promising work with any order management system? Well, yes, it can. It's actually a standalone service. It's available as a SaaS solution, software as a service, and it can plug into any order management system. And in fact, obviously plug into any e-commerce platform at the front. And because of its integration capability with a whole range of APIs, it can then link in with, for example, carrier information, things like calendars, carrier availability, last mile delivery options, and then feed forward into any order management system. And because it's deployable as a service, it can be, we can leverage, or a customer can leverage the IBM SaaS offering, as Ribaf mentioned, but also it's now available as a containerized on-premise edition. So if a customer wants to install it on their own hardware or any cloud of their choice, like Amazon or Azure, then or Google Cloud, they can go ahead and do that. So very flexible and microservice, API driven, headless. So all of those good things that organizations want to have these days for speed and agility. So thanks for the question.
Perfect. Thanks, David. Any other questions before I close the webinar? I think we're good. Thanks all for attending, and we look forward to working with you in the future. Speak soon. Thanks, David. Thanks, Krishna.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.